Today's apologist claim: atheists have no basis for morality. If atheists lack a basis for morality, then why do the hundreds of millions of atheists around the world behave so well? Why aren't we running through the streets committing murders and rapes because, well, why not? Why aren't our prisons disproportionately filled with atheists instead of mostly Christians, Muslims, and other theists? Why are the countries with the lowest crime rates and the best care for their people almost all atheistic nations? And why are all the countries with the highest crime rates and worst care for their people largely religious nations? One reason is because the religious often base their morality on ancient scriptures that condone murder, genocide, slavery, rape, theft, torture, etc., whereas most atheists base our morality on treating others the way we ourselves would prefer to be treated. We don't have to tap dance around topics like slavery that the Bible clearly endorses. We know it's wrong and can condemn it without equivocating. Also, to someone who believes in an eternal afterlife, this life is nothing more than a waiting room before passing through the door to eternity. But to an atheist, this is the only life we have, so we'd better make the best of it. I want to live in a world where people treat each other well, not one rife with violence, abuse, and destruction. So I work toward making the kind of society I want to live in. You don't need religion in order to understand that. All you need is compassion. It's important to keep in mind that we're genetically predisposed to care about others. Many species, even primitive ones, have genes that encourage them to be protective of their offspring because it increases their chances of survival. And as we often see in nature, it doesn't take much to extend that protective instinct beyond the family unit. Furthermore, there is an evolutionary basis for morality. Social species can cooperate and specialize, which gives them an advantage over solitary species. However, to be social requires codes of conduct to interact safely and effectively, which is why even piranha know not to attack one another. Thus, genes for behaviors that improve social cohesion and cooperation become selected for in nature. Since human beings are among the most social of social species, we have evolved a capacity for complex moral behavior, although how that manifests itself can vary substantially among different societies. The point is, atheists do indeed have a basis for morality, and it doesn't require any lawgiver or any one set of absolute rules, just normal evolutionary forces that occur in nature every day. Apologists often claim that without a code of conduct provided by divine decree, morality is purely subjective. Well, nobody enjoys being made to suffer, so it makes perfect sense to avoid inflicting misery on others if you don't want others to inflict it upon you. So is treating others the way you want to be treated objective or subjective? Who cares? Because either way it works. That's why it's a key component of many philosophies and religions. Ironically, those who believe that God determines right and wrong are the ones who believe in moral subjectivity. After all, morality based on God's whim is morality based on whom you are, rather than what you do, which is the very definition of subjective.